practice, and I think I'm developing a little bit of tension here more on this side, because on the one hand, I'm getting my body this way, so then it's more aligned with the hands, but the hips are kind of more square, so it's more of bending in the opposite direction, just like when we're walking, we're going this way, just a little bit. And then so maybe I feel some tension here, and I'm trying to like relax it.
Okay. Well, then probably we need one session to explain how we manage that part.
Yeah, because when you're, in the heat of the moment, kind of moving around, like everything kind of gets tensed up.
Actually, that's a coordination of the hip and the leg. So when our hip rotates this way, then this leg rotates this way. So we don't get the tension between leg and the hip. So that's the way human's body is done. So actually, when we go in, hip rotate this way, hip rotate this way, and when we cut, then it rotates this way again. So finish is still rotating this way. That can be done.
I think I probably sympathize a lot with Scott Sensei, because I know we're supposed to be using the muscles through here, but after practice last weekend, whenever we do the ones with the hip turning, the next day I'm right in there.
Yeah.
Those muscles I never use. It hurts to walk. It's fun.
But as you do more and more, you get used to it, right, Jennifer?
Not yet.
Okay.
And I think as I get more, slightly more proficient, with it, like I probably put more energy or power or effort into it to kind of launch. And then so that probably, it's like how your muscles get stronger and then you lift more, so then the soreness is always there because you're always putting it under work, so.
But yesterday evening, we had a Sunday Go Kendo Club practice. And this is the first time after the COVID-19, I went there.
Oh.
And the Kento-san was there, and Akiko-san was there, and of course Hiromu-san was there, but she has a little injury right now, so she didn't play much. But when I saw Kento-san and Akiko-san, now they can hit the far distance.
Oh.
In their mind, their mind is still the old distance. Therefore, when I'm watching, they can hit from a farther place with a nice stretch, but their body comes closer, but the opponent is already here, so adjust by more like without stretching the arm or hitting the arm.
I see.
Yeah. So, they haven't mastered the other way, so it's in between, and the mixing is quite difficult. So I told both of them, and it looks like at their feeling, they agree. So they should go from the further distance, but they used to going and hit type. But now without going, just watching and so the when we go this way, this rotate here, but at the same time, leg is relaxed. Therefore, we don't get the pressure here. It's adjusted by side rotation, leg rotation. So this one goes there that way. Then, of course, the side goes that way too. So both of them go that way, like a gear. So we don't get the pressure there. And then when we do the final cut, same thing happens. And so the so we don't get the pressure around the our waist.
It's weird. I don't feel it when I'm doing it, but the day after, it feels like I've done a crazy workout that.
Yeah.
Targeting muscles that we've never used before.
That's what it feels like. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very inner muscle. Therefore, it's a small space, which means muscle itself is not very strong. It just helps the or triggers what we want to do. So the in order to do more precise way of doing it, we need a better the foot action. And so when we do this way, both legs, but it's easier to explain it with this one. So let me explain it. This one, the strongest part is a Achilles tendon, middle one. And that carries about 95% of the entire leg muscle power. So the ones for the side is sort of the control or trigger or stability. And the power itself is the coming from the Achilles tendon. So when we do this, we still keep this tendon muscle, Achilles tendon muscle down here. And then when we cut, we bring that tendon muscle up. So, or you may say release it. So, can you try and see whether you can feel there are outside and the inside muscle, and then in the middle, there's the Achilles tendon muscle. So the can you do the move your legs, those outside muscles and the middle muscles little bit slightly different way?
Are you talking about the calf?
No,
which...
no, the calf part is a muscle, and then at the end it becomes a Achilles tendon. Yeah, and that one is in the middle, right?
Hey.
And then there are some other smaller muscles going around the these ankle.
We were talking about how it goes underneath. Oh, I see.
And also outside also. There's an outside ankle. So initial part is more or less using the outside and the inside smaller muscle, and try to keep the middle Achilles tendon going, holding the Achilles tendon going, and then muscle power is not strong, so you are doing the your own weight to hold it down. And then when we really go, try to, now we don't use the outer or inner muscle and move up the, release the middle Achilles tendon muscle. Then naturally, leg is like this, and we use these, so the actually inside your foot, you can have a little different motion between the side muscle and the middle muscle. The hand we can do, and actually inside the feet we can do the same thing also. So if you can do it naturally, it's best, but if you can't feel that one, then I can show you one way so that you can feel. It doesn't matter whether it's the front side or back rear side. Rear side may be easy.
I think if I, like those muscles we were talking about, how it goes underneath the ankle and comes underneath.
Yeah.
If I imagine I'm moving it, it's like, you know, kind of lifting or.
Yeah, well, the real heel. Let's do it. Real heel is here. Here. Well, maybe I can get a better one. Real heel is here, but our Achilles tendon is a little bit forward. So what we can do is first we stand up. You don't need to have a big stride, and then have a little gap and stand this way. So unfortunately, this is carpet, so you may not be able to see the gap well. However, then you press it down here. So now your weight is more or less on the hip. And then you move that weight forward without raising the heel. So now this way, and then release it. Then just Achilles tendon part moves up fast. So yeah, I think Scott Sensei is that close. And then, yeah, down, and before you move forward, you try to shift entire Achilles tendon little forward. So your balance, instead of balancing like this, your balance will come like this. Yeah, then, oh, yeah, right. But when you say then go means try to use the that big tendon. And easiest way is the bring your entire arm down, like all relaxed. If you do this, it's hard. Yeah, I think the Jennifer-san, I think you are close. Right, yeah. Yeah, Scott Sensei, that close. Yeah, I think Jennifer-san got it. Yes, Scott said, I think that's right. That's right, yeah. So you end up with the standing like with a toe because you use it, release it, tendon power at the end of the move. That's right. So that means you use the almost 95% of the power you stored in the leg. So most efficient move. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you haven't mastered it, but now you are getting a little bit. So in order to see the difference, you can do the same thing one without pay attention of the heel down and so on, just like you used to. And then how far you go. And the second one is the with the pay attention to the movement of the heel, and then see whether your stride is different or not. So one is the without paying attention, go like this. And the other is the try to use the keep it down, and then you use the Achilles tendon and see. So feel yourself whether you feel the different or not. Well, if you have a stone or something, yeah.
Hard to reach.
Yeah, anything works.
Yeah.
So,
I can definitely get about this much more distance.
Yeah, this much difference, right?
It's a bit of a stretch too.
How about Scott Sensei?
Maybe like a extra inch or so for me.
Okay, but when you did the stride, with the using Achilles tendon power, did you feel a stress on your back? You didn't, right?
Yeah, no, there wasn't anything. I felt like if I don't use it, I had to use other muscles to keep upright.
Yeah. So now
When I
you use the largest muscle, therefore you don't get any tension in other place. So you are already using the what we are supposed to use.
I see.
So actually, what we are getting to is looks like all same. But and probably with the hakama and so on, people don't see what I'm doing here, but it goes much further. Means the when opponent comes, we can catch the opponent like a Devana time. This sooner. So that's the good kendo man, or at least the old masters are using. But nowadays, almost everybody is kicking, particularly young person. So kicking certainly uses the Achilles tendon, however, not most efficient way. So using the Achilles tendon power and make a nice swing. So that's what we want to learn today.
Right.
Then naturally, it goes like a stays low because this is down and going this way because the Achilles tendon stretches. Therefore, stay low longer period and then which is from the opponent side. Couldn't see, but suddenly comes over. So the first I want you to get this leg action, and actually the front leg works a similar way. Slight different, but a similar way. And then you get a more distance. But just with the rear leg, already it's different. And then Jennifer-san, could you show the Scott Sensei the one more time? Two difference, the same thing. And the Scott Sensei, could you watch the, how Jennifer-san looks?
This is the first way. This is the first way. Or the normal way. And this is the second way. Sorry, let me do that again.
Yeah.
Normal way.
If you use your brain, then you
Yeah.
can do well.
I have to stop here balance-wise. But the other way, I can go a little bit longer.
Okay, so the Scott Sensei, please watch the posture of the Jennifer-san at the end. See, Jennifer-san, please stay the end posture for a while. See, she is still, posture is still leaning a little forward at the end, right?
Yeah.
And then now switch the act. The Scott Sensei, would you please show the Jennifer-san?
Oh. That's the first one, and this is number 2.
At the end, he's still a little bit leaning back, right?
I was trying to keep myself from falling over as well.
Well, of course, he has a disadvantage of having on shoe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But not only that, but still have the tendency of the old tendency, which is a case. So anyway, Scott Sensei, once you are getting used to it, then you can end up with the posture, which is leaning forward a little bit more, which is a case when you try to start, then we don't start a strike from this posture. Usually we go this way and then hit, right? So if you end up with this way, then from there, we have to make it this way again in order to hit the next one. So that is extra time required. So when we finish, we can go next one immediately. So anyway, if you feel forget about whether we can go further or not, but you can use the heel action, two different heel action. Then you can start holding shinai or bokuto and see whether what kind of swing you can make versus so always pay attention to your heel motion, which means how to use the Achilles tendon. And then try the swing. Yeah, Scott Sensei, that's about right. Yeah. Last one looks good. Yeah. Yeah, that's much better, Scott Sensei. Yeah, Jennifer-san, your swing looks quite smooth.